Hey guys, it's Jenna. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a great start to your year. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my very first Sephora haul of 2023. This is going to be a cumulative haul of some Christmas stuff I received at Christmas time, as well as some things I picked up recently that I will be testing soon. I'm so excited. So let's get right on into it. The first product I want to talk about is actually a product that I have really loved for many years, and I've just not repurchased it in a while, and this is the Tatcha cleansing oil. This is actually such a beautiful cleansing oil to really remove the first layer of your makeup, right? Just getting all of that nice and melted off before you cleanse at the end of the evening. I really love this one, and this is definitely one of my favorite Tatcha products for sure. This is actually a nostalgic product too. Every time I think of Tatcha, I think of my friend Mel. So this is something I got very recently as a restock, and I definitely was missing it in my life. So I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. It's got like a pump here. So it's very easy access, and when you pump it, I'm gonna definitely have to kind of work it into the skin a little bit so it doesn't drip onto my sweater, but you can see here, this is one pump. It's a lot of product for just one pump. You can get probably most of your makeup off with just this one. It's ultra gentle. It just honestly feels very luxurious when you're breaking down your makeup and you're just massaging it into the skin. So I wanted to restock this and put this back in my collection because it has been some time. This is highly rated on Sephora too, and for good measure. It really is a beautiful product to do your first cleanse with at the end of the evening. Now, speaking of Tatcha, I saw this in store. I think they're going to be phasing this particular limited edition container out, but this is actually something I have not tried personally, and I really wanted to try it because this is another product I remember Mel being so obsessed with. This is a very beautiful product too that she loved. This is the Tatcha, the Kissu lip mask, but this is like a limited edition version of this one. This one is actually in the Plum Blossom scent or flavor, if you will. So I'm going to open it up and show you guys. It's super beautiful. This is such a gorgeous little container. If you guys can see that, has some gorgeous flowers all over it, and it's like a deep pink color. And when you open it up, it's just filled right to the brim there, that gorgeous, rich plum pink color. It also comes with this cute little spatula so you don't have to get your hands in there. That's something that I have personally been like, ugh, I don't want to stick my nail in like a tub of some kind, but when it comes with a cute little applicator, it really makes a difference. So this is the limited edition Plum Blossom, but I believe the original one is not Plum Blossom. It's still that gorgeous packaging, but just a different scent and a different color. So I really like this. So excited to give it a try here. I just felt this urge to grab products that Mel really loved so I could feel closer to her in some way. It was kind of a interesting feeling, but let's get on with the rest of the haul. This is a repurchase from Replica. This is the, I'm always going to say this guy's name wrong, I think, the House of Margiela, Maison Margiela Paris. They have a Replica collection of fragrances, and this is one I wasn't sure I liked at the very beginning when I did purchase it. This is the Bubble Bath scent. If you're looking for something that is clean, it's very creamy, it has that coconut milk note in this one. There's a hint of rose as well as a beautiful white musk. So this is definitely a beautiful daytime fragrance, but you have to like that soapy, clean type smell. And initially when I got this, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it, but it's one of those fragrances that really grew on me. So I got like the mini version at first and really drained it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to repurchase it, and then I was like, you know what? This is the month of self-care. I feel like after holidays, you're going to get into just some relaxation and rejuvenation. This is a fragrance that reminds me of just taking care of yourself, feeling cozy, comforted, and I knew I had to pick this up again. So this is the full version of the Bubble Bath fragrance. Really beautiful, a gorgeous light blue color, and I just love all the details of these fragrance bottles that Replica collection offers. Now, speaking of the Replica collection, they've come out with a brand new fragrance, which I wanted to test out first, so I picked up the little baby. This is the fragrance called On a Date. So it does say that the period that it's supposed to remind you of, because this whole fragrance collection is meant to bring you into certain points in time or periods in time, like reminiscent of certain eras. This is Provence 2014. The fragrance description is grapes and roses. We're going to get to that because that is completely accurate. And the description is memory in a fragrance. So compared to the large version, this is a cute little baby, which I think is adorable. This is something I've already tested out, so I do have a first impression for you. When I picked this up, immediately I thought this was going to be a very romantic fragrance, something I was hoping to be lighter, and this one is definitely a grapes and rose descriptive fragrance. It is a warm floral in my opinion, has like black currant and rose as the top note, and really the initial spray, when you spray this, it reminds me of quite a warm floral presence, almost like a Chanel type idea, and it does to me. Initially, it smells quite mature, if that makes sense. And at first I was like, oof, I don't know, I'm gonna have to get a fragrance that has some more sweeter elements. This was very dry floral at first, but once this settles into the skin, that note of the grapes or the champagne kind of wine smell really kicks in, and you kind of smell it on your wrist after it has fully set down. That's really the reason why this has pulled me into, like, I think I might actually like this one. So it's not an instant love, like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, but it is one that I think I may grow to love. I just have to continue to test it out. That surprise at the very end really drew me in to keep my curiosity high about this one. If it never set down to smell sort of champagne-y, I honestly would have been like, this is not for me, because that initial spray is really quite warm and floral. Now, Dior has reformulated this lip gloss. As far as I understand, these are the Dior Addict Lip Maximizers. It looks like they have reformulated them, so I decided to pick one up and just see. I do have some limited experience in the Dior lip glosses, but typically I am not someone that really seeks out a lip plumper product. And these are not like super plumpy in my opinion. They tingle a little bit and they sort of give you a little bit more of a fuller appearance, but I wouldn't say this is something that really, you know, puts your lips through hell or anything. It's just a little bit of a tingle, a little bit of something extra. So I do think it's something, if you're interested in trying, it's not going to be super crazy. So these are the Dior Lip Maximizers. The shade I picked up is Rosewood. This one it comes in an array of colors, which I really like. The range is from quite light to quite dark. And this is one, let's swatch it together. I feel like this one is more of a tacky lip gloss compared to what I'm used to. I don't mind tackier glosses, but they have to be long lasting in order for me to sort of accept that. So this is the color here. It's kind of hard to tell. It's very light opacity. The rest of the glosses are like that. And that's why I decided to get more of a deeper color so I could really get some shade or some color on my lips instead of just a clear overlay of gloss. Very fine golden shimmer particles in here, but it does feel very remarkably similar to the first formula that I tried. So I will keep you posted on this one. It does look a little bit different with like the packaging. The Dior is in silver there. It's really beautiful, but I'm curious if you guys know what changed from the old to the new. Did they just want to kind of re-promote and revitalize a little bit with a change of packaging, but the formula is the same? Keep me posted there, but I will definitely update you guys on this one. This next product went completely viral on TikTok and on Instagram. I really wanted to check it out because I hadn't before. This is from Urban Decay. It's a single eyeshadow. This is called the Moondust Sparkly Eyeshadow. The shade that I got is Space Cowboy. This is actually something I received in Christmas, like at Christmas time. And I haven't yet tried it because I really wanted to do a first impression on camera. This is how it looks in the package. It's a see-through plastic with just that front and center shade. And some people have described this as sort of like Urban Decay's version of Pat McGrath's Blitz Astrals. So this is kind of how it looks on the inside. You can see that it's really beautiful. Love that kind of subtle purple shift. It's very like shimmery, and this does feel quite textured. I wouldn't call it a Pat McGrath Blitz Astral. Well, actually, it's actually not, it's pretty similar. I feel like Pat's has more of a gel smoothness compared to this one, but this one is still super gorgeous. You guys can see that there. It's very beautiful, a slight purpley pink shift and quite blingy, which I like. There's some people that have claimed this has a fallout problem, so to speak, but I'll keep you guys posted. Typically with something like this, I'm going to test it without a glue or without an adhesive of some kind and see. This is like the perfect mixture of this one is a little bit of the Blitz Astrals from Pat McGrath mixed with the shimmers from the Mario palette that just launched, the Ethereal Eyes. It's sort of like both of those clashed together, and this is sort of like the hybrid between them both. So very beautiful. I'm excited to see how this one's going to fare. I will of course test it and let you guys know my thoughts. I am feeling quite glamorous today. I do have a pretty glam lash on. I don't typically have like the longest lashes on when I do put falsies on, but these are very glamorous. These are one of the pair from the Velour Lashes holiday kit. So they're glamorous, they're beautiful. I really, really love them. And then I did pair it with these earrings. I'm gonna show you guys. This is J right here, and then this one is F. So I got these actually in a Selena Gomez PR kit or Rare Beauty PR kit with all of the highlights and stuff. So I'm really excited. If you guys like these, I'll see if I can ask the brand where you can get a pair yourself, but they are so beautiful and like, you know, just a touch of glam, little something extra. Anyways, let's get on with the haul here. So speaking of a like self-care kind of focus this month, kind of like coming out of the holidays and relaxing, rejuvenating, I wanted to try these out so badly. These are the Ouai Chill Pills, and these are basically bath bombs. They come with 6 in here, and they come in like a frosted plastic tub here, and they're all individually wrapped. So you can see that. It really does look like a massive pill, like just like the shape of them. And they smell a little bit floral. I feel like that floral is kind of like a jasmine or a light rose or something, but it does smell very beautiful. And according to Ouai, it has a lot of really beautiful oils in it, like jojoba seed oil, hemp oil, etc. So it really moisturizes the skin, and you just relax in the tub with these. So there is a point, there's kind of like a halfway point of these. It's going to be tough for my camera to pick up, but you can actually break them in half and use them for more baths because there's 6 in here. So you can definitely just cut them all in half and have 12 baths out of it. But I'm curious how this is going to go. I really like the Lush bath bombs. I have been very loyal to Lush for that purpose for years, and I'm curious how this one's going to go. It looks really beautiful, and I am a bath gal with a good book. It's definitely one of my favorite things to do before bedtime. I feel like I wanted to try a couple other lip masks that were very popular recently. So this one is the Fenty Skin one. This one I did get at Christmas time. It's been sold out and then restocked and sold out. It seems to be very popular. This is the Plush Puddin Intensive Recovery Lip Mask. And I remember talking about this on my channel and being like, I don't know if it's gonna like interest me at all, but a lot of you guys have asked me what I think. And so, you know, your wish is my command, number one, but also I'm curious now too, because it really seems to have picked up steam online. So this is the packaging here. It's super cute. And when you open it up, it's like a push type style. So you can push it up. Let's see, let's do it together. Oh, this is tricky. Hold on. What's the way? Oh, you roll it. Okay, you don't push. 20 hours later. Okay, it's finally out. There you go. This is the lip mask here. It's actually quite thick. I'll show you guys on my hand. This is really thick, kind of like a light plush beigey pink color, super gorgeous. And don't go too crazy like I did because it did come out. Once it came out quickly. So here we have the lip mask. I'm kind of curious. I might do maybe like a quick video on which lip mask is the best. If it's like Tatcha, Laneige, the Fenty Skin one. I'm kind of curious. So I will keep you guys updated on this one also, but it feels very plush, a little bit tacky as well compared to some other products I've tried. And you can see it's coming out again, that little top. So that's how you do it. You twist it from the bottom, and it's supposed to deeply hydrate the lips. The other one I'm curious about is Patrick Ta's. So this one is the Patrick Ta one. It's called the Major Glow Softening Lip Mask. And this one, of course, completely different style packaging, very luxurious, rose gold. When you open it up, it's a tub style, just like the Laneige and the Tatcha. And this is what this one looks like. That looks super silky and luxurious. I'm going to use my other hand and try to feel it. It's definitely not as plush as the Fenty Skin right off the top. It's much thinner, and you don't really have to feel that heavy presence on the lips. So this could also be a really good strength for this one. I'm really curious, and like I said, I got this one for Christmas too, so I'm excited to see how all of these work, and maybe we'll do a little lip mask battle. What do you guys think? Next, let's get into some skincare that I picked up recently. So the first one is from Supergoop. This is their newest one. It's called the Daily Dose Hydra-Ceramide Boost. This is cool. This is an SPF of 40, and it's supposed to be kind of like a dropper style sunscreen. It has hydrating ceramides and fatty acids in a nourishing lightweight oil. So it's an oil type sunscreen, which may not be for everyone. It just depends, but this is the packaging here. It's so cute. I love their packaging. I think it's very adorable. It does have that droplet applicator with that light blue cap. So this is a chemical just based on the active ingredients. It has, like, you know, the last word when you look at a chemical sunscreen, if it says benzone or zone or something like that, typically it's a chemical, and that's what this one is. So it's a broad spectrum SPF 40 chemical sunscreen, helps to prevent sunburn, has UVA and B protection, and this is an oil. So I'm curious how people are going to be applying this. Do you put an oil on and just kind of leave it? Is it moisturizing, and is it going to penetrate the skin and really not leave a tacky residue, or you're going to look greasy or something? This has really piqued my interest, so I'm curious to see how this will go. I do think that this Supergoop does make some beautiful sunscreens. I have loved the Unseen sunscreen for years, and I also love their physical sunscreens too. So with an oil applicator, I'm kind of curious how this one's going to play out. Summer Fridays has come out with a retinol, and I was really curious about this one. So this is the Summer Fridays Midnight Ritual Retinol Renewal Serum. There is a fluid ounce in here, and let's see how this looks. I really like Summer Fridays. It's kind of underrated. This is a beautiful, like, dark brown bottle. Look at that. So gorgeous. See if it smells, because that's another thing, is fragrance. I don't smell anything yet, but let's pump it out. Was not expecting that. You can see retinols delivered through multiple different ways. I've seen oils, creams, etc. But this is the cream here. Let's rub it in. It's very silky smooth, very lightweight. That's kind of how it looks there. It's got a little bit of a white, you know, milky consistency. No scent whatsoever. For those of you guys that are fragrance aversive, nothing. So I love that. I appreciate that for sure. I've learned a lot when it comes to fragrance and skincare. I used to completely dismiss it and be like, you know what, fragrance and skincare, ugh, we don't want it. And honestly, we don't really need it. But I think for those of you guys that are fine with fragrance, if it's in low enough, you know, levels in the product, I think it's just really up to you. Fragrance in skincare can irritate, and quite significantly over time, so just watch your skin. I've sort of learned a little bit more about fragrance. There's some people that really enjoy fragrance because of the way it makes you feel and just the vibes that you get as you wear the skincare, so it's really individual and up to you. For me, certain skincare with certain oils can irritate my skin, and so I have to be careful and always patch test. But this product being completely fragrance-free is obviously great because it opens up the pool of the people that are able to use it. Let's talk about the Too Faced blush, because this is something that's also gaining some steam online. It's a really beautiful multicolored outer packaging. This is called the Cloud Crush Blush, and this is 93% of its ingredients is coming from a natural origin, they say. This is the Blurring Blush. So it says this wears like a dream. It's super soft. The shade I picked up is called Velvet Crush, and it's described as a diffused matte finish. So let's see. Too Faced is interesting. There's not a ton that I have really seen recently that has perked my interest personally, but this actually did. And then I saw you guys with some questions and comments about, am I going to be reviewing this? Yes, I am. This is gorgeous. You know, the similar Too Faced packaging with the heart and the gorgeous gold detailing. Now let's see. This is tough to open with my nails. Why? I'm not a fan of that, but that's okay. My nails aren't even long. Like, they're not long. This is the shade here. It's very beautiful. It does have Too Faced embossed in the powder as well. This is the blush color here. I think we're really going to get along nicely. This is Velvet Crush, sorry, pardon me. And it does feel very soft, like it's lightweight in feel because it's quite thin. But when you actually swatch it, it feels dense and sort of like plush. It's kind of hard to describe. It almost seems opposite, but This is the color. I'm excited to try it. We will be testing it in a full face of new makeup coming very soon. Let's talk about some new MAC products because MAC has really surprised me recently. That's another brand I was kind of like starting to tear downward with like my interest. And now it's sort of been like, bloop, like come back up a little bit. So I'm excited for this one. We do have some skincare from MAC to talk about. This is the Hyper Real Serumizer, the first product I saw at Sephora there. This is from MAC. It is a skincare item, but you can also use it to prep the skin for makeup, and that's probably what I'm going to be using it for, to be honest. So this is the packaging here. It's almost like a yellowy beige kind of undertone color. It's gorgeous glass frosted kind of packaging, and this has a pump here. Ooh, it's actually really beautiful. It's kind of like a bronzy metallic color. See how this one feels. This is how the serum looks. It's milky, quite lightweight on the skin. See if there's any scent. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be scented. Oh yeah. This smells a little bit like MAC makeup, but not super floral in your face, but it does have a little bit of a smell to it. This is the first one. I'm really excited to try it out just to kind of prep my skin with this and see how it affects foundation, if it really enhances your makeup or if it just keeps your skin nice and hydrated for a nice makeup application. So that's the first product. This is really nice. And they've also come out with the Skin Canvas Balm. So this is a cream or a moisturizer. It says it has Japanese peony extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and ceramides in it. Actually, the exact same smell as the Serumizer is what it sounds like. So it's the same packaging, frosted glass base, really luxurious and feels lovely, but it might be like a kind of, whoop, there's a lot of product in here. Hold on. Okay, I don't want to give you guys the finger. This is kind of how it feels here. Let's just kind of take it off my hand. There was quite a bit that came out of the jar as soon as I opened it. This one is definitely thicker, of course. It's a cream. Actually has quite a thickness to it and slight tackiness, believe it or not. On first kind of application, I can kind of feel the Serumizer would be more my taste because it's not as tacky. It just sort of seeps into the skin nice. This one is the cream here. Same smell. Very light, but very light floral. This is the Canvas Balm. It is supposed to hydrate the skin also. So it could just be that upon the initial application, it sort of feels like thicker, denser. This is something I sort of wish like in, you know, a perfect world that it would be a little bit smoother upon a set. So I'll keep you guys posted there. There will be, like I said, a video coming soon of me testing all of these. I'll probably put the serum on first when I'm priming my skin and then apply the moisturizer and just kind of make that my base for the makeup for that look and see how everything turns out. The last skincare item in this haul is the brand new BrightFacial from Drunk Elephant. This is the packaging here. It's super cute. Okay, so it's like the other facial from the brand in the pink packaging. I forget what that one's called, but similar packaging to this one. This one is supposed to brighten the skin, so it's really lovely for that. It has azelaic acid as well as salicylic acid, but it's primarily azelaic acid. Azelaic acid? Azelaic, I think. It says here that you leave on this mask for, as the last step of your nighttime or daytime routines. You're not actually supposed to rinse it. Very interesting. And it's supposed to reduce the look of redness. You guys know I've got some redness, but it is deep set on my skin. I've been told by skincare experts that really laser is the only thing that's going to correct mine. I can lightly soften stuff with products like this, but I think because it's so deep set rosacea, we kind of have to also tailor our expectations a bit for something that's over the counter. If it like corrected redness super deeply, it would be quite concentrated and quite intense. So I feel like I'm really hoping for a light softening here. It's nice that products are out there like this, so I'm excited to see how much of a difference this one will make. Lastly, we have some lip products to test out. The first one is some new shades from the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle line. I really like this line. It's very surprising to me that I like this one as much as I do because it's sort of like a liquid lipstick type idea. They're also matte, so part of me was like, whoa, like how is that possible? Liquid lipsticks and matte lipsticks. You know, they have to be the perfect combination for me to really like them. And there are 3 new shades in this line, it looks like. So one is called Elevate. This is the one I got in PR from the brand, so thank you to Rare Beauty for that. But I also picked up the other 2 from Sephora. We have Kindness and we have Confident. So this is, like I said, a cream matte lipstick, but sort of like a liquid lipstick type idea. It has very plush matte packaging, which is so gorgeous. So you can see here, it's really beautiful. And this is definitely one of the more rare liquid lipsticks that actually I don't mind using. I actually love using. So this is the Kindness shade. Really beautiful. I think it would pair with the eye I'm wearing really nicely. I'm gonna take it and run. The one on the right is the Elevate shade. There was one that was briefly released as a limited edition shade and now it's back. I just can't remember which one is the limited edition shade that has resurfaced, but this one is more of like a purpley pink. And I think I have like 2 shades of this already in my collection. Definitely a nice one. Very smooth, seems to set well. Of course, if you have exfoliated lips, it'll be the most like best result, but even if you don't have exfoliated lips, I find this one still does a great job of layering properly and not clinging, which I really like. The last one there is Kindness, a beautiful purpley pink color. So I'm excited to wear all of these soon. I'll show you guys in an upcoming video, but I love this formulation. I think it's so comfortable on the lips for a liquid lipstick that's matte. Definitely passes the Jenna vibe check. Another brand that sort of resurfaced in my mind is Tarte. I don't know if you guys have kind of got the same impression that I have, but I feel like a lot of their launches lately have been like, okay, we're back. It's definitely a nice little package of launches as of late. It sounds like they're kind of coming for Charlotte Tilbury's tail a little bit with some of the dupes they've come out with, like the glow filter, the sculpt tape, you know, similar vibes for sure. But this is kind of the extension of the Maracuja lip line. So they've come out with lip plumps, lip glosses, lip sticks. This is the lip cream from the Maracuja Juicy Lip line, and this one is called Mauve. I picked up just one set, one lipstick and one liner, because they've also come out with a liner. And it also has the matching name of Mauve there. Super gorgeous. So I'm gonna swatch them and see, because I'm kind of curious what my favorite Maracuja lip product is. I love this application style way better because you just roll it up, right? A lot of the other ones you have to click, which is fine, but they get messy as you wear them and then you kind of get product spilling over the sides. I deal with it, of course, but this one, it's so much cleaner this way. So I'm going to swatch at the very end next to my Rare Beauty ones. It's definitely a smooth, creamy finish, but still has quite a bit of pigment and density. So this is on the far left, the shade Mauve from Tarte. And then let's see what the lip liner looks like. Still very beautiful. I do love the packaging. I think it's simple. It's pink, one of my favorite colors, of course. And this is the lip liner here. Let's match it. Feels very opaque, very creamy as well, which is definitely a lip liner that's up my alley. So we have the 2 at the very end there. That's the combo. I think I'm gonna wear that very soon. I'm so excited. Oh, the last lipstick I picked up is the one I'm wearing. I forgot to tell you guys. This is a MAC Cream Sheen lipstick, and I don't think I've owned a cream sheen lipstick in years, like literal years. And I saw this one and I had to get it. This is called Thanks, it's MAC. It's a beautiful nudie pink. Now this is one that's sort of like light to medium opacity. I do find I have to layer it for sure. It's quite creamy. And you can actually tell even from the exterior packaging that this is a cream sheen because it's sort of like that very glossy packaging. When you see a matte finish from the MAC lipsticks, they have like almost a plush matte exterior as well. So the cream sheen is very creamy. You can expect it to move for sure throughout the day, but this is a very beautiful like nudie pink color. So I really like it with these eyes. It's really, really stunning. Very easy to wear, of course, and MAC is in Sephora Canada, which is why I bring it up to you guys in these Sephora hauls. I'm so sorry to my American friends that do not have MAC yet. If you do, let me know. Everybody loves seeing you, so I have to put you in, okay? He was on the floor while I was filming, so he's so tired. He was actually at daycare 2 times this week. We've been introducing that to him, and he's loving it. Anyways, until my next one, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys.